got to be able to read the label. And it needs to be a decent image. So this, number 2, a client requires penicillin G, 300,000 units, IMQ8. Okay, we're not freaking out over those zeros because we're grown. So I pulled this in to make it bigger. And question A says, how much diluent is required to prepare a concentration of 250,000 units? Okay, you understand that this bottle is a powder. And so on the side, you have options. You can make it as strong or as weak as you want or as you need, depending on the amount of diluent you put in there. You see that? Okay. So they said, how much diluent is required to have a concentration of 250,000? Look, there's 250,000. You can see it. I'm not worried. 250,000, we need to put 18.2 milliliters of diluent in there. Okay, look, sure enough do. Dookie Farm. What did I do? There it is. 18 milliliters. You see, it's like baking a cake. You just got to be able to follow directions. Okay. And then B says, if 8.2 milliliters of diluent is added, how many milliliters will be given per dose? So now they switched it up. If 8.2 milliliters was added, then the strength of it is going to be 500,000 units. That would be what we have in our hand, 500,000 units per, it's units per milliliter. Okay? All right, look down in there good. Zoom it in, you know, study it. Okay, so if 8.2, how many milliliters will be given per dose? So let's remind ourselves what the dose was. What he wants them to get is 300,000 units. And then we have 500,000 units. How does that come? Look, I'm going to put it right here. Per 1 ml. I know I'm going all over, but it was too small a writing. And so, look at this. You see where everywhere there's a zero, you can mark that off, mark that off, mark that off, mark that off, and mark that off. As long as there are zeros in the same spot, you can do that and do 3/5 per 1 ml. Somebody is just relishing in the fact that I just did that. Or you can key all them zeros in, but you've done promised me that you're going to take your time and count each zero. So 3 divided by 5 equals 0.6. Times 1, it's going to still be 0.6 mLs. Okay? Y'all want me to work it with that? Look, 300, 1, 2, 3, divided by 500, 1, 2, 3, equals. Booyah. We saved them. I guess I didn't put the answers on here, but it was obvious that that was the answer. And then this one says, how many milliliters per day will be given using the answer from B? The answer from B was 0.6. I'm sorry, I didn't finish putting the answers. And he's supposed to get this. We're just reminding ourselves. Q8 hours. You see that? How many 8s are in 24? You got your answer? Look, 24 divided by 8 equals, it's 3. If you didn't say 3, it's okay. A lot of people don't say 3. But for this kind of math, I don't want you to trust your brain. And so you always going to do 24 divided by 8 to find that it's 3 times. And so this question said, how many milliliters per day will be given? If we're given 6 milliliters per dose, and he's going to get it 3 times a day. Look, don't trust your brain. Get your calculator. 0.8 times 3 equals 1.8 milliliters is what they will get.